Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon. Hey guys, welcome to Gizmo Times. This is the Samsung Galaxy's M20, the new M series smartphone, and this is the higher end variant of that. There are two phones, the M10 and the M20, and this one comes with that fingerprint sensor and a bit of a difference in the internal specs as well. So this comes with the Exynos 7904 octa-core chipset. Along with that, there's the Mali G71 MP2 GPU, and that won't be really one of those powerful GPUs for the gaming performance, but let's do that test here. This would be the PUBG Mobile gaming. Quick gaming, actually we would be doing about 1 hour of gaming, but we'll be showing you a quick one to let you know how good the gaming on this phone is. And this comes with that 5000 mAh battery, so we'll be testing out that as well. Right now it's 99%. And apart from that, if you go into the software version, it's Android 8.1.0 Oreo with the Samsung's Experience version 9.5. There's also this game tools which provides options and features that are useful for playing games. And this is the game tool, so we'll have to set that up as well. So there is also the screen touch lock, where unnecessarily you won't be seeing those buttons: navigation button, lock, record. So this is the good option in the Samsung phones, that you get the option of recording the games. So this is that thing on the side, swipe screen to unlock, and that is one. There is also this more game tools, where you have this navigation button lock and also the screen touch lock, screenshot and record. So those are a few options under the gaming game tools. Using the full screen mode, the home, back and recents are hidden. So this is what it says. Already I see that it's a bit slow down of the UI, but let's see after the actual gameplay. So now we are about to start the game, and let's check the temperature before we do that. And it's 33 degrees, the temperature right now on this phone's front. On the back it doesn't seem that heated up, so it's about 30 degrees on the back of the phone. And now let's start the game. Firstly, maximizing the volume, and let's get into a guest account that's quickly going to start us. This is the area where the speakers are located. So one issue could be that as you see, when I'm placing the phone in the hand, it would be the speakers that would get muffled, and that is for those who use speakers. For the earphones, the placement of the earphone jack is towards the bottom again, and that is quite a good placement of the earphone jack. For the settings that are automatically getting set is the medium one. Let me go into the settings option again, that is the graphics. So it's balanced and medium that is selected automatically, but I can go to balanced and high, and also HD and high. HD and high can be selected. HDR cannot be used here. On this option will be available on your device soon. So it's HD and high. You can go to smooth and high as well, but HD and high is the highest one, so we are going to use that. And the battery, I said, was 99 and has gone down to 98 now. But let's play the game for about an hour, and then see how good the gaming performance finally was, whether there was heating, whether the battery drain was so much or not. So that all will be checking later. For now, let's play the game. The volume output is not so high. I don't know why. It seems quite low. Uh, Frankly, this doesn't seem that smooth. If you can see, already there are frame drops, there's lags, and this also thanks to how the PUBG servers right now are. See, the ping right now is 408 back to 48 millisecond. So the servers are not good. Still, the graphic loading doesn't seem that good, and the volume output of the phone is so low that I'm not able to hear anything around, which is very important. The footsteps of people, and that is not being heard here. So there are lags, quite evident. Let me change the graphics a little, and then we'll see if the gameplay gets smoother, because this might be quite a load that is getting onto the phone. Let me go to smooth and medium. I know that this would be a compromise in the graphic level, but we'll have to do that and see if the phone is able to survive or do well now. Now rotating the phone in a way helps in keeping the speakers a bit open. Here it doesn't hamper the output. There's no muffling of the sound here, but still the sound output is quite low. Surprisingly, I felt Samsung should have done better with the speakers, which it usually does. It doesn't do anything bad with the speakers, but in this M series I don't see the speakers to be of any heavy output. If you see, even here, it's not that smooth in load. Still, it's better than what it was last game, because in the last game it was the highest graphic output that was possible on the phone, and that is why the load on the processor and the GPU was high, and they did not do well, to be frank. But this time, at least, expecting this to be better than the last time. But let's see how it finally performs. The performance has actually gone from bad to worse here. I see that uh, while driving the car, you would notice that it's very bad actually. And this is not happening with time. It's just that this has been the case since the start of the game. Just that I felt it should get better with time, but there's no change at all. And so far we've played about 30 minutes of game, and in 30 minutes we see that so far it's not so good with the game. So imagine this being the high level game where you're on a better level and you get the actual enemies and not most of them being bots. You'll then realize that it's so bad with the performance. I would rather avoid standing there because it's too hard to actually control, and you see that there's lags when you're trying to scope in on the player. There's no control on this as well. So this is the gameplay so far, about 40 minutes I guess, 40 or more minutes of gameplay, and you have seen that it's not easy to play. So that is it. It's about 45 to 48 minutes of gaming in total. Let's quickly now get into the heating area of this thing. This is the final temperature, 40.5. It's fluctuating a bit, so 41.7 is the final temperature on the front, which is a bit higher than what we see on the other phones, but that's fine. It doesn't feel that heated up. 38 on the front of the phone. So there's only this area where it heats up more, but that's fine actually. But because it doesn't seem that hot because of the plastic body. Also, before we ended, we had talked about the battery of this phone. So it's a 5000 mAh battery, and it was 98% around that when we actually started using playing the game, and so it's 88% down to 88%. 48 minutes is what we played the game for, and the battery went down from 99 to 88%, 11% for 48 minutes. Not a bad battery life at all for the battery, for the 4000 mAh battery. It actually is a good battery life. But let me give you my thoughts about the final performance of this phone. I didn't like it. Frankly, this is not what you expect from a phone that is in the mid-range pricing. The Exynos 7904 with the Mali G71 MP2 GPU should have done better, and so this is where I feel a bit disappointed. The speaker quality also is low. The actual screen, the display is looking good, but in the end I would say that the gaming performance is not that good. I would say if you are looking for a good phone in the mid-range pricing for especially gaming and not everything else, I would say to skip the Galaxy M20. Otherwise, the phone actually still seems good enough for the other reasons. But for gaming, this is not a phone that you should actually get. So this is the quick gaming review of the Samsung Galaxy M20 smartphone with the PUBG Mobile gaming. I hope you like this video. If you do, share and subscribe like sometimes for more. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.